Oh,
There we go.
yeah. No. Yeah. Back after, right? A couple weeks also was you, or maybe more. I don't remember. Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a
I
couple
don't
weeks.
really remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you feel like immediately after, and and the long term, short term?
I felt so cleansed after our session, and it just was so beautiful, and like just getting my vision and my dreams for my future together, and like how I want to live, like how do I want to live? How do I want the rest of my life to go? Like how do I want the outcome of my future to turn out to be? And so I was just thinking about that and finding, I have all the tools, at least they've been given to me financially to be able to work it, but I have to put the work in. And so it's just applying myself and applying from that clarity of just like, how can I live the best life possible and help other people live the best life possible? And so that's just kind of been my mantra and what I've been really meditating on. And it's just coming ever so more clearly. And so I was really clear for a few days, and then all this negative energy started piling onto me and started getting negative thoughts, and I was like wondering why that was. And a couple of years ago I wrote down that we needed to replace the Wi-Fi system and the current grid system with the 50-60 hertz with the flickering and blue light. It's completely incongruent with our bioenergetic fields. And I was like, we need to replace that with congruent energy, so that we can actually feel healthy, feel better, feel more vitalized, and it'll give us more inspiration to do and be creative and explore our gifts. And so I was feeling bogged down by this energy because we're surrounded by it 24/7. And I just like somehow forgot that that was the reason why I was feeling so negative. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this session's so beautiful. Like I feel myself, I feel my essence, like everything, and I'm getting everything together. And then, oh, negative energy. And it's just like, oh my goodness. And so I just had to navigate through it and understand what it really was. And it was just the Wi-Fi systems, the what you plug the wall, everything that plugs into the wall, everything. And so I'm really sensitive to that. So I've got to combat that. And so that's what I've been working on. So yeah, it's been absolutely amazing, incredible.
Nice. Yeah, because you're people who are sensitive like you are. I mean, kind of feel with our body, right? Other people, and other people are always around. So it's necessary to kind of get used to that feeling and, kind of separate, right? Like a buffer zone type thing. Yeah, because it happened to me also. Because I always feel like from far away, different people, like you're standing in line for something and you just feel all these people. It's kind of like they're squeezing. Some of them have anxiety, and you feel it too, or others have fear, and it kind of goes through their thoughts, affect you, and you're emotional. You feel like running out of that, store sometimes, like in the past, I remember it, right? Yeah, and you totally like work with people. You're surrounded, so it makes total sense. But yeah.
Yeah, and like just working with people on a regular basis, it's just like putting out more love and more compassion and having more care for them and suiting their needs and thinking about others first. And obviously like the intuition, like I'm very sensitive to their energy too, so you can tell when somebody's angry or somebody's upset, and they'll just come up and express it. They don't have any problem with expressing that to me. And I just got to like be like, okay, just breathe, be in my center and just be nice to them, and just hope they have a great day and just move on. And so like I've just been really focusing on that too, because like there is one person that just really went off, and I'm like, okay, like it's not my fault. Like, and so dealing with people like that, it's just you just got to love them and just realize that they weren't nurtured enough in certain areas. And so just to send them the love so that they can have a great life, so they can actually feel fulfilled in the way that they need to. So just been focusing on giving people that care energetically.
Right. And also, like, when how people feel like you're not, some people have this facade type, right? Don't come to me, I'm so like They have this expression on their faces, right? People usually afraid of even like complaining to them, even if they work in the same environment you do. They would pick you because, I mean, you feel like you're no threat to anybody, right? You're not gonna just do anything
Yeah,
crazy.
there
Yeah,
also that
that's
makes me a dumping ground too.
yeah.
So it's like,
No, that's it. Yeah, yeah. Like I said from before, right? Like I'm at the beach with three kids, and this one guy from all the crowd, 300 people there, literally picks me. Could you please take pictures of me? Like when I'm trying to feed the kids or something, There's always, and on the outside too. I mean, all the tourists always come to me to ask for directions. It's like the most hysterical thing. But it kind of makes sense with in correlation with Dolores Cannon book, Three Waves of Volunteers. In a way, you can break down us as soul groups, into these volunteers, and they feel this energy exchange with us when we talk to each other. So they probably needed to heal something. We just don't. I used to drive me crazy though, because when I just got to the country, I didn't know anything, and they would always ask me how to get to that place, this place. And 21 years later, Oksana still doesn't know any roads in Chicago. All the names I can care less. I only know like the buildings, because I have this visual memory, like, okay, Starbucks on the corner, then there's this shop, and then there's this tower, and then they look at me like, but yeah.
so they can
That's
sense you and
I
they
think
feel
a lot.
comfortable coming to you.
Yeah, because they will always have a laugh with my abilities to explain things, directions, I'm better off, in cosmos and universes and all this. It's so hard to get used to physical life and physical body, especially when it's your first life here. It's like more and more I think about it, and I meet people like myself, and yeah, it's almost like your
But never,
head is in this, body is here. Mm. Yeah,
yeah,
but
it's just navigating
staying.
through this reality, finding the right people and the association and the support and encouragement to actually, move forward. So I've realized.
Right. Yeah. And the session kind of brought you closer to you. You knew everything about yourself, right? I kind of like said what you already, as a confirmation to what you already knew. Did it feel that
I
way, or did it feel like you discovered something different and new about yourself?
feel like I feel like it emphasized and amplifies what I already knew about myself in a way where it could bring the utmost clarity. So I could be like, oh, this is who I am. And it just really shows me everything, the full picture, instead of just certain aspects of myself that I feel connected to.
Right.
And so it just gives me the overall view of who I am and and just the beauty. And everything's just so clear now. It's really, really amazing.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, there's another thing. You said that you play some, is it ukulele or is it guitar? Or
Yeah. I'm a multi-instrumentalist. And
if
what
you
was that?
want, you can. If you feel
Oh,
like
play a
it, you
little
can
bit.
play. Yeah. I
Oh
don't
my
know. I'm
goodness.
just
Oh,
friends. I mean, only if you
let's
feel like
see.
it. It's not. I'm just yeah. Space.
Just a little snippet.
It's nice.
Thank
That's
you.
that's a beautiful sound. I really like it. That's that little ukulele one, right? Because you asked me.
Yeah. Yeah, I got this one for
Yeah.
like $45 on Amazon. And it's the best ukulele I've ever played. And I even worked at a music store. It's like, what?
That's nice. Well, the
So
music brings you to a certain frequency, right? Kind of
yeah,
elevates.
yeah. Especially playing with sound, like that's been a huge part of my life is sound design and mixing, and I create electronic dance music, and that's my passion, like my ultimate passion in life. It's like what I was gifted with as a kid, and like I love playing with sounds, turning dials, and just making something super happy and danceable, and just a fun environment that like your whole family can enjoy and be around. And it's been hard for me because this whole music industry, um, the Illuminati, everything like that it's a business, and I don't want to associate myself with that. And so like my whole vision for my life was to play and DJ festivals, and
Mm.
that fell through, fully realizing what I've realized over the last 10 years and researching all this stuff. I just said I just got to play for fun. I just got to create for fun and feel fulfilled in that, and not worry about how many people hear it or listen to it. It's really at that point, like, because it's just I don't want to associate with anything negative like that, even though it appears to be so good, like all these music festivals, the lasers, everything, the lights. It's
Right.
there's something behind it that a lot of people don't know about, and so since I know about that, I just can't be a part of it. So just like to
Right.
produce and play for fun.
I
So
understand you. Yeah. Well, one of the timelines where we're kind of slowly moving towards, I feel like kids are gonna be taught, like in those old times, the village is teaching the kids, they're all outside. You could teach kids someday, because I feel like the system is moving towards that, out of the system, more like free to
yeah,
explore.
into our
Because
giftedness, like
yeah,
like focusing on what we're truly gifted in, and then going from there. Like everyone's got different talents, different abilities. Like you with your psychic, for me it's music, like sound, cymatics, things like that. Just everyone's got their own niche that they really, fit into and really thrive in. And then from there, like branching out into other fun activities and just experiences. So I think that's like more of the direction that we're moving into, is just to fully fuel our creative energy and really thrive in that.
yeah, that's nice. That's beautiful. Well, I don't know if you wanted. You said you had some notes. You have anything
Yeah, that
else
was the
to?
notes, was just talking about the Wi-Fi and the outlet, um, just the whole energy grid system around this planet is completely incongruent with our energy fields, and it's been giving me a hard time ever since our session. So I've been battling that, and it's been intense, but it's been rewarding too, because it's showing me so much more, like, and how much stronger I am too. It's like, oh, it's just the energy field. It's not anything else that's hurting me right now. So it gives me peace
Well,
of mind in a way too. So
so
no,
it's different. See, you're more sensitive towards that, and I'm more sensitive towards what they put in the air, because I spend a lot of time outside with kids. I come back home, my throat started hurting, and it's a strange. It's not sore throat. It's just hurting. And then I feel kind of like sometimes even eyes kind of hurt. It's hard to explain, but it's definitely not, any symptoms of allergy or anything like this. But I feel like I'm sensitive to that stuff. I absorb it, and once I start drinking lots of water, or sometimes orange juice mixed with water, lemon, and then it kind of flushes through me, and it stops it. So for you, it's more electronic, great. For me, it's more that, but I love nature at the same time. But for me, it's like when I swim, the water cleanses. Yeah, and today I couldn't swim because it's getting colder.
oh my
But
god. Well, you
yeah,
got a wetsuit.
uh, that's all I need is 3 kids and Oksana in the wetsuit. No, I'm pretty much swim like until it gets real cold, but today like the wind was so cold from the lake, coming out would be kind of tough. But yeah,
Yeah.
everybody should find something. Like for you, it's music. For me, it's swimming. For somebody else, it's something else, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, everyone's unique in that way.
right. Yeah. Well, thanks a lot. It was very nice. I mean, I really enjoyed your session. I will never
Oh, me too.
forget it. I mean, it's like you connect with some people really at a deep level, you know. And
Yeah.
thank you for sharing. Yeah, it's very nice.
Or
Okay.
yeah, anytime. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thanks.